Shadim, Shari. Not sure if we're gonna have green paradise today, but compared to the after-hour action last night, at least right now, the future is pointing green. I see a lot of green on the screen, from Bitcoin to everything. The Nasdaq, the SPY, even TOT is showing green in pre-market, and NVDA, of course, look healthier than the after hour. So let's take a look at this thing after hour to see where things were. Okay, so after hour, it was wild. I had an order in pre-market at 131 to trim. Never got there. That was my order. Roughly the same spot that I had trim last week when it got there. So I figured I put one up there after hour, and it never quite get there, and it got to the low of 115-ish after hour, and then it's kind of, well, as you can see during the after hour session, it almost revisit the 115 area before it finished up in 116, 117-ish. Okay, and then this morning it's rising. So far, I would not take anything seriously until the market open. Anything can happen. Okay, part of what's going to drive the market today is, of course, the econ data. At 8:30, you have, of course, jobless claim Thursday. That should burn into everyone's mindset after what we focus this past year plus. Every Thursday, jobless claim. I get tired of talking about it, right? But for now, NVIDIA, what to expect today, right? So 116.55 ish, or between 116 and 117 is the 20 MA, of course. And then down to the 113, you have a fifth level, and then you got 106 ish. I sold a put spread last week below here. It was 105, 100, which should be expiring worthless, which is fine. I take the lunch money. As far as today, I would not be buying the dip. Would I trim on a pop to 131? Yeah, 130, 131 up there. I would, but for now, it's a do nothing for me. All right, it's too early to make a call that this is gonna, well, right now for sure. NVIDIA earning is not impacting the rest of the market because everything is showing green, right? That being said, I still stand by my prediction that I made either last week or the week before, that the year high is in for the market. I think we're gonna be chopping sideways, frustrating for a lot of people, and then of course everything's gonna hinge on next Thursday and Friday with the unemployment data. If the unemployment rate is higher than last month of 4.3%, I think we're going to get a very negative reaction in the overall market, because whatever excuse that people had that the SARM rule didn't really kick in last month, well, if unemployment rate is anything higher than 4.3%, I can see the Fed making a move of 50 bips cut in 3 weeks. Okay, that's my take. All right, so NVIDIA, for me, I think if you itching to buy, perhaps put in an order at 20 MA. Hard to say if we're gonna see that. Okay, it could be the way after hour worked yesterday when it went down to the 115, and right now it's 120, 122. The high after hour was 128, 127-ish. No, I don't trust what you see here for now. Okay, do not trust what you see here at 123. It does not mean that it's gonna be that at 9:30 a.m. Okay, pre-market after hour, don't take it too seriously. Let's move on. SMCI. Trouble here. Okay. Yesterday we have short attack. Well, a big short player came out and talked about it, and then the company itself talk about it. Okay, so it's ugly, but it came down to the channel up. I did not add this channel until late yesterday because, first of all, there is a downtrend. There is a clear downtrend with 3-point touch. Okay, so whenever you have 3-point touch, it's a good thing. I waited until I saw the bounce to add the channel, and so now you get the channel. So if you're a channel trader, perhaps if you're brave enough, I personally don't like to trade stock that have accounting issues, quote unquote. Okay, regardless of how minor it is. Let's not. I prefer not to put my head under the chopping block. But for the brave and bold down here, okay, if it revisit for whatever reason, if it revisit the channel low, that's a buy. If you want to play it safe, sell put spread down here, right, for a complete round trip of this breakout, complete round trip. So that's a play. Okay, you can do a 340, 320 put spread. It gave up all of the NVDA run, all of it, complete. Now another player that also went on the NVIDIA ride, Dell is no longer a computer. For those that remember Dell, Dell was computer, laptop, desktop, right? And then it went private, I believe. I think it went private. Michael Dell took the company private. Let me see. Am I talking crazy? Or am I a revisionist? I could be a revisionist. How far back do we go on Dell? I guess I'm a revisionist. Oh, okay, so regardless, he didn't take it private. I guess I don't know. I guess I was wrong. Maybe he did. I think he did because max available. Yeah. 2019, no. Dell existed 30 years ago. Okay, so I think I'm right that he did took the company private and then he relaunched the company. And the Dell today is more of a server, I think. That's one of the reasons why it ride the NVIDIA ride, because it's involved in the hardware side of the AI boom. Okay, not the chip side, but the other side, the hardware with the server, and it rode the boom. But after this move down, it's suffer. Okay, it suffer, and you can see the 61.8 fib right here. See, this is the breakout. Okay, and then it come back down to the 61.8 fib. It come up to another fib. Came down to the 50 fib, and then it gave up the 61.8 fib. That become a try. It tried to defend the 68.1 fib here, and then they gave it all up. It completely filled the gap. It violated, the low. It didn't just bounce off the gap. It came down and tests further level. Okay, so you can see that this level right here, the previous high, it tested that, and now it bounced. but it's back at the fib. It's riding the 200 MA, and yeah, it's ugly. You know, if I was to play this stock, for sure, I would not do any kind of put spread above 100. 100 would be the spot, okay? 100, at least use a 200, and the 20 is my protector. Okay, if I was squeamish, I do a 95-90 put spread. But for now, yeah, it's a bottom in, short-term bottom. Yeah, does not mean that it's gonna rebound along SMCI. No, it's a no touch for me. Okay, but that potential play for a put spread below. Last is CrowdStrike, which earning came out. They of course guided down. Not a surprise. It actually did pretty good after hour, but as of right now, pre-market, it's down for sure. I wouldn't be chasing it. Okay, if you really want to own it, 20 MA, yeah. Let's see if what the fib say. Okay, let's see. Using this breakout as my starting of the fib. Come on. 398.33. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Okay. Makes sense that it came up. Okay. Could this be a potential protection? Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, this fib. Okay, as always, when you're doing a fib extension or retracement, you gotta play around with your starting point, right? Give or take, it's kind of lined up with the 20 MA. So if you really want to do CrowdStrike, you know, I wouldn't be buying above 250. Okay, use a 20 MA. As always, safer to do a put spread below, using this white line as your line in the sand protection. Sure, it violated for 2 weeks, but for now, I would say a 235, 225 put spread might be the safest play with CrowdStrike. What is this white line? What is this white line? How key is this? Yeah, okay, it was. Let me go back further. Sometime, as you can see, it's a busy chart, so I've been trading, watching, doing things with CrowdStrike for a while, a long while. Okay, so yeah, I guess it's resistance, breakout, check back, and then become resistant again. So yeah, it's a spot that hopefully it will act as support the next time it come down there. So yes, I still stand by my 235, 225 put spread would be the highest put spread I play for this stock. Okay, because it can come down. Okay, look, the weekly moving average, the 100 is where it came down and bounced. Okay, so can it come back down there in the 205, 206 area again? Yeah, but I would mind outright buying the share down here, 207, down to 205 or 200. You know, so yeah, for me, that's the best of play. Okay, be safe. Okay, I'm very cautious with growth name right now. Very cautious with growth name. So in a down market, especially a bear market, in a recession, growth will get beat up pretty badly out of everything else. Okay, growth will get beat up very badly because when a recession happen and the bots take over as far as what is gonna buy and sell, it's gonna be selling high PE stocks. Okay, if you're gonna have PE 2 or 3 times what the S&P has, if the in a in a bull market, you will hear many experts on TV talking about, oh, the PE of the S&P 500 is 18, is cheap, relatively. They don't say that. They don't. They will call it cheap compared to historical number. But anyone that follow the SPY, yeah, in a bear market, it can come down to single digit. All right. So there's a contraction of PE during a bear market, and the one that had the biggest contraction is, of course, growth. When you have stocks that have PE of 40, 50, 60 or higher, they can get beat up pretty badly, like the NVDA, the Palantir, ELF. I like ELF, but there's a reason why the stock got beat up pretty badly the past couple of weeks, because as much as it got beaten up, it is a high PE stock. So it's going to get attacked by the bots. Okay, it is definitely highly shorted. So yeah, I mean, I like ELF, but I trimmed on the pop yesterday, and I will look to trim again on any pop that I see into the 170. Okay, it will have a hard time climbing into higher range if the economy deteriorate and if we go into a bear market. That's it for today. Bye bye.